No Luka Doncic, no Kyrie Irving. The Dallas Mavericks are without both of their stars. Both Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are out for tonight's game. The Lakers have to take advantage of those two being out of the starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. These games in the West, they matter. How close the seedings are in the Western Conference, they gotta take advantage of both those guys being out. That does not mean the Mavericks are not going to come out and play hard. They are going to come out and play hard. But without those two guys, their lineup, the rotations, everything are already messed up. Jason Kidd is going to coach them to be well prepared for this game. Knowing that they're playing against the Lakers, you already know that teams are going to give their best effort. The Lakers got to go out right from the beginning and punch them in the mouth and take care of business early. Take care of business early. That way you can sit down LeBron James, sit down Anthony Davis, give them rest, and have them prepared, ready to go against a Charlotte Hornets team on Thursday at Crypto.com. Take care of business. Get to the basket. Take the open shots, make the open shots, but don't force a lot of threes. Get to the basket. Run your offense all the way through. That's why J.J. Redick has come to this Lakers team, to have a well-fluid offense. Run it all the way through. There's no need to rush. Get out of transition, but also you got to limit transition. And can we please win the rebounding battle tonight? With Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, those two are real active on the glass. Let's win the rebounding battle and limit turnovers. Because if we turn the ball over and the Lakers get out hustle on the second chance opportunities, it's going to be a long night. Because the games like that with teams like this who are trying to find ways to win, and they make you play their style of basketball, it's going to be a long night. Lakers got to play their style of basketball and just be comfortable. So enough with that game. There is something really interesting that I saw on social media yesterday. So we already know the situation that's going down with Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are open to trading Bradley Beal, but he has a no trade clause. And they recently moved him to the bench along with Yusuf Nurkic. So there's a whole disaster going on with the Phoenix Suns right now. However, I saw reports that Bradley Beal is willing to waive his no trade clause for the Lakers, the Heat, and the Clippers. He's willing to waive his no trade clause. There are reports he's willing to waive his no trade clause, and one of those teams were the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let me tell you something. With a guy like Bradley Beal and how much money he is making, you're going to have to give up a lot just to get Bradley Beal to come to this Lakers team. And me personally, I don't think it's a great fit. You do not need a third star like Bradley Beal coming to his Lakers. It's obviously not working in Phoenix. And then when he was in Washington, he was used to being the man with the ball in his hands. Besides his time with John Wall, that's deeper in the years. But I'm just saying, Bradley Beal is a guy who commands a lot. He demands a lot with the ball in his hands. And Lakers already lack defensively. Bradley Beal is not a horrible defender, but he's not a great defender. He is a volume shooter. He is a scorer. He's going to get out there. He's going to give you 20 to 25 points a game. He will play hard, but it's not the right fit for the Lakers. So I'm not saying Lakers are pursuing this trade. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but you never know when it comes to the trade deadline being a month away. A lot of things can happen with a team this time in the trade deadline. I'm not saying the Lakers are interested in Bradley Beal. It's just reports that Beal is willing to waive his no trade clause to go to a team like the Lakers. I don't think it's a good fit. You're going to have to give up a lot. You're going to have to give up a couple of those first-round picks. You might have to include Austin Reeves in that deal and Dalton Connect, maybe Rui. You're going to have to add a lot of assets just to acquire a guy like Bradley Beal. So you get rid of all your assets. And you do have a third star. Okay, what are you going to do with the role players, the guys who are going to come in and provide when your stars are out of the lineup or not performing well? You need those role players to do their job as well. So you've already taken out a lot of role players just to acquire one star. I'm not interested. If the Lakers were to be interested in Bradley Beal, I haven't seen any more reports besides that Don't think it's a deal that's going to be happening. Don't think Lakers are interested in that. But like I'm saying, I just saw reports that Bradley Beal is willing to waive his no trade clause. Feel free to comment if you feel like Bradley Beal would be a great fit. Me personally, I don't think he'd be a great fit at all with this Lakers team or the Lakers organization. So with that being said, there was an interesting call last night. I was on Lakers Talk last night with AK, and shout out Michael Funches. We were doing Lakers Talk last night from 6 to 8 p.m. And there was an interesting caller who went on and had a great call. Shout out to Eric on the 213. I want to get to his comments he made last night, right after let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
As I mentioned, there was an interesting call last night on Lakers Talk with me, AK, and Michael Funches, Eric in the 213.
Now, here's the one thing that I really want your take on, Andy,
sure.
is Anthony Davis. You know, from the beginning of the season, it was clear that J.J. Redick wanted to make sure AD was going to be the focus, make sure he's going to be the hub. And it almost seemed like J.J. said, AD, you are the best basketball player on the floor.
Absolutely.
Be that. Mm-hmm. And you can see how much it affected it made our team that much better when you saw AD being that guy.
Yep.
You know, and to me, all of a sudden, I think it might have been that Orlando game where he missed those 2 free throws. It almost seemed like after that game, he kind of regressed to the guy that's just fine to be the defensive dude. And look, I've always said AD is the best two-way player in the game. There's nobody in the game that does what he does both offensively and defensively, okay? But we brought him here to be the man. We brought him here to take the torch from LeBron. We brought him to be the number one guy on the championship team. And the mentality, now this is where I want your take, I just don't think he has that. He's not that guy. Like, he's not that guy to take over the game. He's not that guy to be that guy. Like, he's okay to be the Robin. He's not the guy to be the Batman. I want to see what your take is.
We know that the Lakers are trying to give Anthony Davis the keys. And I was a big advocate of rebuilding around Anthony Davis. And he's like, why can't Anthony Davis do it? Why can't he just take over every single game? Why is there always a drop-off for AD? He started off the season really high, and then he had a little bit of a regress, and then he's kind of been like this, and he has like this. It's always like this with Anthony Davis. And honestly, Eric, my thing is that there's been games where Lakers have gone away from the offense running through Anthony Davis. And it's shown. But he's also got to want to demand the ball. There's a lot of games he does not demand the ball. And it was a really, really interesting conversation because it's like, you can tell Eric wants the Lakers to build around Anthony Davis, as do a lot of other people. And knowing what this trade deadline is coming up, you're going to have to keep on building around Anthony Davis because you want success now. Lakers obviously, they want to win now. They're in that win now mentality. However, you got to think about the future as well. What are you going to bring that will also provide help for Anthony Davis if you want to keep Anthony Davis on this Lakers team? If you want to revolve this team around Anthony Davis, you want to build around him, Anthony Davis has to want to take that role as well. He's got to want to be the main guy, the go-to guy. When it's late in the game or when they want to go on a big run, a big stretch, win a certain amount of games in a row, take over the Western Conference, Anthony Davis has to be your driving force because LeBron, like he said, he's gonna be gone sooner rather than later. So it's time for now. Now, Anthony Davis, LeBron James is gone. What would this Lakers team be without LeBron James? Anthony Davis, when will we see him finally be like, okay, with LeBron James gone, knowing that there's no one else, depending on what the Lakers bring, because there's more assets that they're trying to bring. There's still reports that Walker Kessler has been a big target for the Lakers. I wouldn't mind that, being if he was to come to the Lakers. He's a really big man, big size, has really guards the paint really well. Doesn't really give you much offensive, but he does play hard, and he is a top-tier rebounder, what the Lakers obviously have been missing. Guys who can dominate the boards, the glass. But Anthony Davis, curious to see what the Lakers are going to do. Obviously, with the month away with this trade deadline, Eric was saying, I want them to build around Anthony Davis, but he's got to want to have it. So shout out to you, Eric, in the 213. Let me know what trade you guys feel like the Lakers can get. Again, we're a month away from the NBA trade deadline. Anything can happen from now to February 6th. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what trade you think the Lakers should go out and get, because it's going to be a lot of rumors, a lot of reports from here on out until February 6th. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.